And like everyone, he's like, you're ugly. It's like not even good insults.
I'm not good at this. I don't like being a dickhead to people, okay?
I'll show you how it's done. Do you want me to insult the fucking donators?
Go ahead.
I'll show you how it's done.
Do it. Teach me.
All right, well, while we're waiting for donators to get roasted by me, you called me and sent me a text and saying you can't do the show anymore because you pick your roommates over us. What does that mean?
Me? Oh, dude, I am having the worst goddamn week, man. And it's because this entire house was up on Saturday all fucking night. Yeah, like I said, Josh had to go to work at 5:30. We ended at 5:30. He got no sleep. Chad is fucking miserable because I'm miserable because the roommates are miserable. And they're making me fucking miserable. And I don't want to do it anymore. And if you're telling...
99 cents. Hey, Cream Star, it is me, the Uber driver you rated 1 star when you were with Clown, Chad, and Dolan. Karma has gotten you after being rude to me on Cold Ones.
True. Yeah, I'm gonna call Uber right now and say that you sexually harassed me.
Oh, shit.
Danny, Canadian money doesn't work. Go get a better country and a better economy and better trade policies with the United States.
Mr. Boom Boom Pow, 1 super chatted $19.99. I would once again like to thank Mr. Outback Steakhouse for saving E-Dog, who just had surgery from the zoo by jumping into the tiger exhibit. He was also shirtless.
You did that?
Beat me to him. Beat me to him.
No, the insults I gave him were borderline racist, so he keeps making fun of me for it now.
By the way, Mr. Outback Steakhouse is stupid. But other than doxing your roommates, Boogie, could you explain what's going on?
I told you. You made me do my third 12-hour stream in a 4-week period. It makes me tired. It makes me sick.
But, okay, you don't have to repeat that. You don't have to repeat that. I want to know why the fuck you're picking your roommates over me and Rastov.
I'm picking them over 12-hour streams. Do you understand that?
Keem roast time is my fab throwing kisses.
Thank you, Nee Marie. I will say Roxy looks better than you.
The fact that you are unwilling and unable to do even the most basic level of compromise. I told you, let's do an 8-hour stream. Nope, it's got to be 12. Can we do headphone TTS? Nope, got to be loud. Got to be through the whole fucking house. Got to make sure our fucking neighbors are miserable. Boogie, get 10 speakers.
I literally told you. Hold on, Boogie. I told you can have the weekend off.
Next weekend, not last weekend. Remember, last weekend's the one I'm talking about.
Okay, so you have this
8 hour, but we had to clean up your mess for 4 hours. That's why it went for 12.
Dude, I understand.
Are you forgetting that I've been to your house and I've met your roommates and I've seen them and they are not like the type to argue with you. So I don't believe any of this.
Clearly they are. Do I look like a happy, well-rested
person? What did they say? Word for word.
She said that she's fucking tired of the fucking long weekends. Tired. He said that they're tired of the long weekends. They're tired of the loud fucking noises.
You're lying. Said they're tired. You're lying. You said she.
It's everybody.
You said she.
It's everybody. It's everybody in the fucking house.
Rastov, he's lying. His roommates are not mad at him. It's Desi. It's Desi. Without a shot. Dude, I met his roommates. His roommates would never, ever, ever raise their voice to Boogie. Boogie is like their landlord, their hero, their best friend.
Alexander Mozina super chatted $19.99. I just logged on for the first time this week. Keem, I want to thank you. This show has changed my life. You are a total inspiration.
Oh, I appreciate that so much. But go kick rocks. No one fucking cares.
You're literally using the same fucking roast that I did. It's just I had to do way more, so I ran out of shit to say.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that roast.
No, I didn't say kick rocks. I said worse shit than that.
He does better. He's like, he can say the same thing better. Fuck you. I'm mad at this guy, and even I know you're fucking.
Boogie, you're kissing my fucking ass right now, and I just shit. And I just shit. You're disgusting.
He's playing as one of his roommates. Jesus Christ.
I'm so fucking tired, dude. I'm on night. Dude, last night I recorded a video.
Super chatted $19.99. Keem, if I became a crown, would you have Chad as a guest?
Bet. Become a crown right now.
WLBLOCSHEBY super chatted $20. Keem, I know you don't have a good relationship with Ian.
You know, it's a slow day with the LCU when they have to pull the Boogie stuff all over again. What, I think this is the second time this week or something that he pulled this, right? First it was Rastov and Boogie, Monday, right? And then technically I'm recording this on Wednesday, so yesterday was a whatever stream for the most. No, actually no. Yesterday Boogie had a little crash out, right? You know, tick for tack, I guess. I don't even know. You know, where are we at now? Right? Where are we at now? Where we have to keep doing this? Where, you know, at this point it's just recycled material, right? All of it, it's just recycle. I mentioned this about Queens. I mentioned this about, you know, Milkers and even other channels. It's just recycled content. You know, do I really genuinely believe that Boogie and Desi got into a fight? Probably. But this isn't the first time they use it for content, and this probably won't be the last time they'll use it for content. Truthfully, I don't know. usually I would say it's entertaining and Boogie deserves it, but he does. At the same time, it's just the same nauseating stuff. Like, how many times are they gonna keep doing this? Just for what? For just why?
Get a calculator. Convert
How's
USD.
Canadian money almost as bad as Australian New Zealand money now? That's fucking insane.
Because we destroyed their economy with the tariffs, remember? We fucking slapped those bitches up. And they're all over there like saying, fuck Trump, fuck America. Really? Dude, if you were American right now, your money would be worth something.
Yeah, like when the American money comes to New Zealand, it is fucking mint. The other way though, fucking rough.
Majaha super chatted $20. GameStop, he shaved his head because his cancer came back.
Ooh, that is an extreme.
That's why I did it.
I love you.
Yep, that's why I did it.
Boogie, what happened? Tell us. Come on, dog.
I don't want to piss her off anymore. Okay, she's a fragile person. She's got just like this is hard on her. She's a 22-year-old woman who did not sign up for this life.
We get
When
some
she signed up for it, she
details.
didn't sign up for it to be this bad, man.
Is
Does it
she-
have to be this bad all the time for her?
Is she bald? Is she bald, Boogie?
Did she go bald, dude?
Boogie, is she
Right.
bald?
Can I have 5 minutes to please go talk to her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go. Because
God damn you, motherfuckers! God damn you, motherfuckers!
Bro, if she went bald, that would be insane.
he can hear you still. Wait till he leaves the room. Okay, what the fuck? What the actual fuck?
Dude. Wait, if she fucking went bald, are they the same person?
I think there's a little size difference.
I don't mean like fucking physically, but like did she have this like did she just fucking, like
Okay, here's my number one
you've hit
theory.
her?
Yeah, here's my theory, right? He does the 12-hour streams, all right, or whatever it was. Desi is codependent on Boogie. They never want to be apart from each other.
Right.
He was apart from her for 12 hours. She is like, fuck this. I got to do something to get daddy's, I'm sorry I'm using this term, but daddy's attention. I know, gross, I'm going to throw up. All right. So then she takes the razor and just shaves her head to get Boogie's attention. And then Boogie tries to make her feel better. So he shaves his own head. That's my number one theory right now. I think.
I mean, dude, he even said on the 12-hour stream that like she was waiting for him the whole time, just curled up on the couch, like she wasn't going to go to sleep until he was finished. And he was talking about how she has back problems because she would just sit there and wait for him.
Am I ruining their relationship?
I don't think so. Like it's because like when you think about where they started, right? He had like fuck all money. He was in debt. Like the show has given him the ability to give her such a good life, but there's trade-offs for that, right? So you have to be able to like balance. You know what I mean? Like he was losing his house, all this other shit.
Yo, I want some TTS theories. TTS theories.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody can spam in the chat, but like they're not going to be in the stream. Like TTS theories. I want some good theories.
It also goes way too fast to fucking read if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, and everyone says like the shortest line ever.
So I think you're getting what I'm trying to come across, right? That watching this whole stream, which is a little annoying because it was just watching the same talking point that Boogie brought up about wanting a personal life and all this stuff and wanting some time off. What's he, if he wants time off, he wants time off. You can't blame a guy for wanting some time off with his wife or his future wife, actually, which is important, right? But at the same time, she can't really get mad at you if she knows and is aware of your situation. Now, obviously, she has opportunity to kind of back off and just leave, which is perfectly fine. You have every right to leave when you want. You have every right to, when a situation is that bad, and Desi has every right, but I don't think she will. I think I've said this before. Desi is basically incompetent. She doesn't really drive. I don't know if she even cooks. She probably do stuff around the house, but it's very simple stuff. She probably never worked a day in her life, and more or less relies on a fat guy to provide her, right? Sort of the inversion of a sugar girl, right? A sugar baby, right? Where they have a sugar daddy who is a lot more, they're probably old, but they're more competent, they're more fit, they have their shit together. Not really with Boogie for the most part, and Desi is not any better. Desi is basically she's a chick in her early 20s that doesn't even know what she's gonna do if Boogie does pass away. And truthfully, like, him probably going to talk to him wasn't anything that special, let's be fair. It's probably he went to go do something completely irrelevant to the whole thing and just to burn time because they didn't really have anything to cover. They really didn't.
Seeing what's going on.
Yeah, she doesn't want me to share this, and it's not going to make things any better. But I'm going to tell you, because this is how this works for us, Tom. I don't have a choice here. She doesn't have a choice here, and this is what she's mad about. She's mad about her lack of choice. Okay?
Okay.
When she moved in here 2 years ago, it'll be 2 years ago in June. Where was I at in my life? Okay? I was a travel vlogger. I wasn't doing a daily podcast that involved 12-hour streams full of TTS blaring through the whole house. I wasn't talking about every private detail of my life here.
Okay.
She doesn't like that, man. She's a private
Tribal
person.
blogs?
Yeah. Loved it.
I didn't even know that.
Okay.
Me and Desi,
so,
when Desi moved in, the very first thing we did was film an aquarium together. I love aquariums. I love going to cool shit. We don't have time to go nowhere to do a goddamn thing anymore.
She knew who you were before she came into your
I
life,
have-
though, right?
I've
She
been-
contacted you.
She didn't know I was going to do this with this crazy son of a bitch.
And what would happen if you didn't do this?
I don't know. Probably have to sell the house, move somewhere smaller, move closer to her parents. Probably it would have worked out pretty goddamn well for her. This is hard on her, man.
Compared to now, like when you have the ability to give her like the life that you feel she deserves.
Dude, she's
compared
not
to, like, a box of
materialistic.
water.
She's not materialistic. She don't care. You buy her a $5 stuffed animal, she's over the goddamn moon. You take her to Walmart, buy her a $40 pair of jeans, she's smiling ear to fucking ear. You buy that bitch a pink drink, she thinks you bought her a goddamn Versace bag. Have you met her? No, you haven't.
I haven't.
okay.
Well, that's why I'm asking you
Well, then,
questions.
Boogie, get her a pink drink, a stuffed animal, and Walmart jeans and tell the bitch to shut up.
I got her pink drinks every day this week. And I'm not going to tell the bitch to shut up. You tell Braley to shut the fuck up. See how that turns out for you.
I do
Go,
all the
yeah, call
time.
Braley right now. Say, shut the
I
fuck
would
up.
tell my
bitch.
lady to
See how
shut
that
the
works
fuck up.
out.
I would
See how
do
that
that.
works
I'm
out.
looking at it.
I'm calling Bradley.
You're
See,
going to
Bradley's
kill. That
probably
bitch
playing
will
back
kill you.
harder.
That bitch will kill you.
Nah, she can take it.
What up, Daddy?
Listen, you just talk too much, and it's really bothering me. Like, bitch, can you just shut up?
I can try if you'd like.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you.
Oh.
I don't
That made me
have,
sad. I thought she was going to roast you, and she was like, I guess so. Damn.
unfortunately, I don't have that kind of zaddy relationship with my girlfriend daughter.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. What is,
Okay, but she
That's the
understands that
queen.
you're doing this to give you guys a
That's
bit
the
of life,
queen.
right?
okay. However, can there be limits? Can we not spend 2 weeks at fat camp where people are getting physically attacked, then come home sick and work every day, including every weekend for 12-hour streams with TTS blaring through the entire fucking house? Keem making a setup in the living
You
room.
want to have you talked about how you want to have a baby now, right?
She wants to have some private fucking
Sean
space in her own
Down
goddamn home. Is that fair? Is that reasonable?
If Boogie would just get some balls and totally ignore what Desi thinks, says the arguing would be fixed overnight.
Yes, if I ignore her till she leaves, that's a great plan. You're right. If I ignore her needs and desires and wants until she packs her shit, that's a great plan. Worked out real great with my marriage. Worked out real great where I fucking chose this job over her and then she fucking walked out. Worked out real fucking great for me, didn't it?
Worked out great for her. Sean Don, thank you for that. That was an incredibly kind and smart. You're a beautiful pay pig. I hope you don't leave us. Thank you.
Neglected_Tibbles super chatted $19.99.
I banned you.
I am Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. Why don't you have a seat, Stephen? Oh, you're already sitting good. Can you stand up? No? Okay,
No.
why don't you tell me about these chat logs?
Yeah, in the chat log, your mother talked about how bad she wanted to eat my asshole right after I had a Keem-style diarrhea attack.
Oh,
Okay,
that's,
Boogie,
that's gross. Thank you, Neglected.
Boogie, hear me out. All right.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day, this is your job.
I'm aware and she's aware, but can there be
Steve Buck super
compromises
chatted
sometimes?
$20. Desi needs and desires are money. Embrace the local life, dude.
I think if Boogie went out, it would have been a long time ago. Same thing for Desi, but that's never gonna happen. Boogie had to rely on this job as his only source of income, especially given the amount of money. But it's kind of the way he bragged about this job a number of times. He understands this is the only real job where he's probably making bank. As I said, if Rastop's making anywhere between 5,000 to 7,000, right at that 10%, and Boogie's around 30%, 33%, something like that. Probably actually a lot more. I think it's like 10% for Rastop, so it's probably like around 40%, I guess, right? Unless you want to include the YouTube cut, but that can be coming from anybody. But even so, he probably is making probably like, a much more than 10,000, probably much more than 20,000 a month, right? So that's never gonna happen. He's never gonna leave his job because the pay too well. He's making more money probably in 3 months than most people will ever see in 3 years or 4 years combined, right? And obviously you gotta do what you gotta do to please your girl. You have to be willing to compromise and all that. But at the same time, Desi is young. She has energy. She wants to go out. Most girls I met around that age who were home, even if they were homebody, still went out actively, right? Even the most homebody girl still wants to go out, especially if they have a man. They still wants to go out. So to me, it's just like, well, Keem, you have to understand. But also, then again, Keem has a woman the same age, but I think there's a difference where Keem is a lot more assertive, where Boogie is a lot more submissive. And so it leads to sort of conflict. And obviously, Desi is also submissive, so you got two subs basically fighting for dominance, and that usually doesn't end well. And when it's coming to the whole pregnancy thing, it's not saying that you can't get her pregnant, but it's like, I don't know if you want to bring a baby to, well, no, because that isn't right. There's no right time to bring a baby to the world. But when you're dealing with something like this, different thing.
Queens of Rewind versus Milkers. And do you think this actually sparks fucking civil war?
well, Rewind has kind of sided what?
Civil War. Burn. There's so many channels I want to fucking burn to the ground. Please, please, let's fucking go.
Okay.
Burn it to the ground.
Okay.
Billy's right. Kill it. Slay it.
Rewind and Queens are basically like on a team, but not really, right? Because they're going after the Milkers. Milkers made an alliance with Nerds. All right, so Nerds is on the Milk. Somebody get out of fucking.
Nerds were queens. Nerds were queens.
They are.
Yeah, Zay Zuda jumped up and talked to Becky and Tina about doing a fucking alliance.
What?
And then Zay was going to do a fucking stream with Tina on the weekend, but it didn't happen.
Okay, well, where does Cafe stand?
Somehow, I don't think Beans is going to want to side with Milkers right now. Do you?
True.
Kansas City's torn because I tried to poll all the hosts to see which one they would pick. I just say it, bro.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
wait. Who's on Milker's side?
That's why I don't think anybody.
So it's everybody versus the Milkers?
I think it's all the big ones versus the Milkers, and everyone else is just watching. Dude, I'm in the know, man. I love this shit. This is what I live for.
Oh, Savage and Roxy are fucked.
So fucked. So fucked. It's insane.
Wait, so where are we?
But you know what? I don't know, because Test and Ozzy might be against Nerds, which means they might be against Queens, but they won't go against Rewind, so maybe they automatically have to go to the Milkers. I'm not sure.
Okay, let's do this. Who do you side with? Boogie. Queens or Milkers?
Well, I do love my home state of Billy the Fridge, so wherever Billy goes, I must go.
Wait, I thought you would have said I love Tina.
I do love Tina, it's true, but I do love Billy more.
Oh, okay, so great. Fucking idiot.
fuck
Rastov,
it.
where are you?
I mean, I was born on Rewind, so I got loyalty.
Oh God, let's see what our chat's doing. 1 minute. Let me make a poll. All right.
Because I polled
Pick
the hosts, and we didn't get many votes.
Milkers, Queens.
I thought my southern
All right.
accent was perfect. Fuck y'all.
I started a poll, Milkers and Queens. Including Rewind and all these other shows right now doesn't make sense. I just need to know like where our audience is at.
I would be Queens. I would side.
I gotta be. I love Roxy, but I hate Savage.
Keem,
I love
don't
Tina
forget your
because I'm
colonoscopy. Okay, 75% of the audience is on Queen's side. Oh yeah, Savage and Roxy are so fucked.
Yeah.
Dude,
Burn it.
Civil War.
Burn it.
Civil War.
Burn Milker.
Civil War.
Do we have anyone in our waiting, by the way?
Not now waiting, no.
I didn't know if a host or something was trying to call in.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes. Somebody hopping waiting right now. I want to talk to. I want to see what you guys.
Well,
think about
or
something.
guys, listen. Let me show you this real quick. These are our stories. We got lolcowlive Discord tutorial. Never mind it. Oh, we have Hassan. Something to do with Hassan H3. I'm bored with that.
Now for a little different direction for this video. Let's talk about the whole issue with the current event between, I guess, really the whole universe versus Milkers. And I think this has been boiling for some period of time. Now, truthfully, I'm here for it. It is content for me to cover. You know, that's really what the channel is about. Really, most of the time we just cover the lolcowlive drama. Most of the time, most people come here because they don't want to watch the mainstream. Perfectly fine. And also probably for stuff that they're not gonna really figure, they're not gonna really know. So there's that. But also, like, again, this is kind of getting back to what I was saying, where the drama is clearly being recycled at this point. I think this is the third, fourth time since the Milkers have gone up against the whole universe. For what? Just because, like, viewers are low across the board, you have to, I guess, artificially make drama. We all knew that Rewind was going to side with Tina, and really they're saying for Tina, they're not saying for Becky. I think if given the chance, they'd probably be like, we wouldn't care. But they have their own interest for defending Tina, right? That's how it is, right? As I said, this stuff reminds me of kind of like, I wouldn't say like Rome entirely, 1-to-1. In a way, it's more like our modern political system. It's going to apply to anything. But I like to use the Roman model because it's hilarious. But also because, like, you know, I have Rome stuck in my mind 24/7. Not really, but it to me, sparking a war across the whole universe, even though this probably won't go anywhere, it's just ridiculous. Will Milker win? Probably not. Will this end in a stalemate? Probably. That's usually what ends up happening. You know, it's probably will end up with Becky crying so hard, and it will end up Tina snapping, and then everybody getting involved, and everybody getting fired, and everybody being let go, and everybody coming back, everybody taking a punishment. And I'm just here like, it's content for me to consume and then regurgitate back to everybody else so they don't have to suffer at the same time for what? You know, it's I guess if you want to use a modern interpretation of insanity, go ahead to describe this. I just see this as So this is what it feels like to run out of content sometimes. And it is what it is, at least on my end.
What's going on? Everyone seems like they're coming at your head.
Let them come. Never scared. Never scared.
So talk about this more, because like Tina's saying that you're leaking everything from Fat Camp.
What have I leaked? I haven't leaked nothing.
She said that you guys leaked that she gave drugs to someone.
Well, I mean, if she wants to continue saying Roxy gave drugs, I'll say she gave drugs. I'm matching her energy.
How
She
did I
won't
not
shut the
get-
fuck up. I won't
how
shut
did-
the fuck up.
How did I not get offered any drugs? I love drugs. Say drugs.
You got offered alcohol, Boogie. Remember you got drunk for the first time?
That's not a real drug.
It is a drug.
No one wanted the responsibility of killing you, probably. In
True.
Minecraft.
It
Sure.
seems like Rewind is like livid with you, and they're coming up next. And they're apparently, from what I
They
heard,
mad at me for.
they're mad at you and Roxy.
Why? Because we put held their feet to the fire and asking them why they never called Tina out on her lies and her mess. That's what we meaning, because they never do. Like, they scared of her. I'm just stating a fact,
Well,
and everybody sees it.
well, Billy called in to Queens and he said that they do expose Becky. I don't know if the Rastoff, do you remember
Yeah.
him saying something about Tina?
Becky.
Yeah.
No,
he asked
no,
Becky if
no.
she'd scammed anyone before, and she said no. And he was like, yeah, we've called you out on every scam you've ever done.
Yeah, Becky, but they do not call
What
out
did Tina scam?
Tina.
What did she
They
scam?
don't call out her lies. They don't call out her lies, but they're calling they made a whole docket full of Roxy's lies.
Wait,
Just calling a spade a
What lies
spade.
did Tina do, though? Because I don't know.
She was supposed to dye her hair a long time ago, and she didn't do it until today.
It got done. Like,
Sit down, Ronald McDonald. Shut up.
I mean, like, that's a fucking... dude, your first fucking receipt for, like, coming at Tina was that you gave her $20.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
whatever. Yeah, well, you back there too. Catch up, bro.
Yeah.
Catch up, bro. You just mad because I served her
up, I'm
actually
ahead.
today with some real receipts. Unlike anything that she's proved about me.
It was so boring, though. Like, there was no energy.
Well, maybe to you, maybe when you're in the hot seat, you'll get something together and show your receipts, and then you might vouch for yourself. See how it feels for
I
you.
don't need to.
True.
I don't need to.
No, he's too boring to ever have anything ever happen to him ever.
Exactly. I'm fine
So
with it.
that's you then.
Where's Roxy in all this? She's down for war with you?
I guess. I don't know. I guess. Why you saying I'm declaring war?
No, they're
I
declaring.
was came back from Fat Camp. I came from Fat Camp. Everything's copacetic. Next thing I know, things starting shit all up again, going to the past. So here we are again on merry-go-round. And y'all just mad at me because I'm fighting back for myself. So it is what it is.
You got bad
I'm not
reception.
gonna lay down to be a pussy.
Yeah, you got bad reception right now.
I think Discord's dying.
Oh, it sounds like this word, yeah.
Oh, Discord's dying?
Yeah, you're breaking
Yeah,
up too.
Discord.
What the fuck? Are you guys breaking up with each other?
Yeah, y'all breaking up.
Yeah, me and Desi were breaking up earlier.
All right, let's leave and come back. The fuck? I think I need to like start it. Is this better now?
Yeah, as long as someone from America jumps in first, it won't default to Australia. So
Okay. New Zealand. New Zealand?
New Zealand.
I think it shows up as Australia. I don't know. But Boogie was in here first, so it was still America.
All
That's
right.
true.
Can you bring Savage back then? Now it's fixed.
Yeah.
We only have a few minutes. All right, we fixed
Back
it,
on,
Savage.
And she gone.
I don't know. I just can't wait to watch Rewind.
Me too.
Yeah, I was going to sleep, and now I'm not. Another sleepless night. Let's go for 5. Fuck it.
Oh, there she is.
Sorry.
Savage, did you hear
Welcome
that Boogie made Desi cut her hair and he's beating her?
No! No,
What?
I'm not being. What the fuck? What the
Boogie.
fuck? Never in life. Never in life.
I'm joking.
Boogie.
I'm joking.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
I'm joking.
Yeah, he didn't make her cut her hair. She did it herself.
I'm joking.
The only thing I beat up is that
Shut up, Boogie. Shut up.
Come on, bro.
she went. I heard from the other one. She goes, "Woo!"
So I don't know. You've been calling them out for scamming. They're coming at your head, calling you out for lying and scamming. How do you think this is going to end, Savage?
I don't know. I don't know. Let the chips fall where they may.
You gotta know how it's gonna end. It's gonna end with your ass out. I can't wait to see your ass out.
Probably.
Oh,
It'll be
shit.
fine.
Here's Roxy now.
I'll go down swinging. I'll go down swinging.
Roxy,
No, I'm fucking pissed. No, I'm fucking pissed because how the fuck is it okay for Tina to fucking sit there and say everybody at Fat Camp was smoking weed and weed is illegal in Texas? How the fuck is that okay, Keen?
True.
I don't know.
He ain't gonna be in it.
Lies on everything. She fucking lies and people believe her.
I mean, everyone tries to get me involved, bro. Like, can I
Dude, it
not
was
be
your fucking thing. She's saying that you allowed everybody to smoke weed in Texas. It's illegal.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to walk around and say, hey, put your joint out? I don't give a fuck
No,
if someone smokes weed.
Exactly. So why would she say that when nobody was? Everything's a fucking lie. Nobody was doing shit wrong. She's lying, Keen.
I didn't hear her say that, to be honest.
Well, wow. Of course you didn't. Fucking, you know, fuck this. I'm so fucking done with the fucking. Oh,
Cry.
Okay. When did she say that, Savage?
She said on last live stream.
All right, we gotta end our show, Savage. We'll see you later. We'll talk to you later.
I kind of do like how Savage is just calling out Rastov, which is top tier. Love it, enjoy it. But at the same time, Rastov does deserve to be called out because he is not any better. Plus, let's be fair, Savage has every right to call him out for, him basically asking Twiggy for, the info, the spill, you know what I'm referring to. And I think because of that, it's just hilarious. It's just comical in my eyes that they're doing that. This is happening now. Do I think Rastov is gonna end up getting what he deserves? Oh, 100%. 100%. I think he's gonna end up getting what he deserves as well. I mean, he kind of does. He probably will get it. It's gonna be hilarious when it happens. Because that's what's gonna go happen, right? Probably during this war, Rastov's gonna do something. He's gonna get called down, or probably gonna be used as a sacrificial pawn by Keem. And honestly, with everybody going against Milkers, or at least very much not lines being drawn, but more like not drawn, but really more like very, very light tracing. I guess that's a good word. No, very light markings. That's probably not even a good word, right? Because again, you have Queens in Rewind, and you have Queens at half of Nerd. Cafe probably doesn't care. Madhouse probably doesn't care. Milker probably doesn't even care. No, not Milker. Tess probably doesn't care. And so does Ozzy doesn't even care. Obviously, Keem's gonna do what he can to make everybody more or less fight against Milkers, just because every so often this is a bit of a cycle where you have everybody going against Queens and everybody going against Milkers. Now it's Milkers. Like a couple weeks ago it was Queens, and now we have Milker, and there was a bit of time where it was Nerds. It's the same stuff we've seen, and maybe I'm the crazy one, but I think I'm the only one that probably feels like this would be more entertaining if there was like genuine consequences, and it really isn't. It will just end in a total whatever. I'll still be there covering it for people who don't want to watch it, because they're probably going to end up losing viewerships on both sides, because there are sides that who don't care about this stuff. But yeah. Now before I go, I usually end it at its final clip, but I'm going to usually say hope you guys have a good one. Have a good day, good evening, and good night. And God bless. But with that being said, I have one more clip for you guys to enjoy. Till then, y'all. Have a good one. Be safe, and God bless.
The shit you took.
Friend.
I'm so tired.
Knew it. I knew it was
Can you please stop fucking banning people, though, dude? Seriously.
I knew I was getting
No.
I had to deal with this all fucking time he was away.
No, if you mention that guy, you're getting banned today. You unban him. That's on you.
Alright.
That's on you.
Ashers, you're banned. Get out of here.
I don't know what the fuck they did, but I'm saying donations.
Dude, Ashers, our former mod, is notifying everyone else that there's another live stream in my chat. Bro.
Yeah, Asher, stop.
Well, she's banned. Fuck you, Ashers. I just got done complaining about it, and then she does it.
Gotta tell the story, please.
Okay.
I thought we were waiting for the goal. Which is it?
I can tell you the story. I'm not